Hello, hello. I'm down in the witch's den. This is Craggy Brook Witchery, and I hadn't shown this little treasure that I found this year in Winners. It's a tea towel, and it has, this image that you could certainly use for pendulum work. It's just adorable. And there's two imprints of that on the one towel. So as it loops over, whatever you had it on, it would be showing on both sides. Really, really cool. And I had just found this in the last few days. Now, this is a little sigil to get us unstuck. And it comes in the Witch's Date Book, but put out by Llewellyn's, and it's a 2025 calendar. And it really helps learn the areas that we need to for horoscope, the moon cycle, if a planet is in retrograde, all of that good stuff. And it gives you a little bit of space to write some information. So this was kind of neat. I'm in spring mode already, and I'd rather not be stuck in old patterns. So with this one, it says you can use it to stimulate inspiration, move along matters that seem to be dragging. So it's good for not only emotional and mental clearing, but also physical situations, and good for fostering connections. So if you have a YouTube channel and you want to just get that thing humming, I suppose I could photocopy it, I could cut it out, I could redraw it. So far I've just left it in here. And this is by Laura Tempest Zakroff. And I did find some other information when I was looking at what it means when Venus is in a retrograde. And apparently this runs until April 12th. So for 40 days, 40 nights, we sort of do some re-evaluations around love because it is Venus retrograde, beauty, money, and relating to these things in a transformative way. So the site that I was looking at said, look at the things that bring you joy. And that includes relationships as well. Take care with money. Is it of value what you're working on? And who inspires you? And I liked one of the lines she said, in order to find your superpower, what makes you tick? And I guess looking at traits within ourselves that we love because it is Venus, and ones that we don't care so much for that we could work on scooting out the door. So that is the symbol again, if you want to take a little shot. Kind of neat. All right, and I also have Wiccapedia spell deck. This is a winner purchase spell deck. And you can see the three authors there at the bottom. And what it says is it's a compendium of 100 spells and rituals for the modern day witch. So it is put out by Sterling Ethos, and it's to empower our life. And this is, I say, spring. I feel it in the air. I know it's only March, and they talk about the old saying, in like a lamb, out like a lion. Well, in Nova Scotia, it's really like a lamb right now. So I'm not looking forward to the end of March, if that little ditty of a saying is true. But I want to work on some magic. Body, mind, and spirit, bringing it all together, empowering our lives. So it says, with 100 key spells and rituals, this is an accessible, beautiful deck having everything we need at our fingertips to cast spells. Whether you practice lightly and cast the occasional spell here and there, or immerse yourself completely, you'll find the perfect spell in one of these 10 popular categories. And you can see them there. So I am stoked. It hit me yesterday, and I had this tucked away, and I guess I had it in my husband's gift box for me, and I said, go get that, baby. I want to open it up. So here it is. Let me get the plastic off. Okay, so if you live in Canada, you can see $35.99. But I keep telling some of my friends, if you have a Winners, check it out once in a while because they do have decks popping up. Now look at this lovely green. We've got some thumb holes, so it comes from the bottom here. And it says, these words the Wiccan read fulfill, and ye harm none, do what you will. So this is going to be fun. Ooh. Okay. So we have our sun and our moon. Lots of symbols. And it looks like we get a little bit of a booklet. Now it seems to want to stick there a bit. Oh, it was sticking on the paper. Very nice. Okay, so this is our booklet to help us along. How to use the Wicca spell deck, about the cards. Gives a little diagram there for the moon phases. Ooh, and there's an opening spell. A good way to begin a spell is by casting a circle. So we'll get some ideas there. This is like cardboard. We have a closing spell, always good to do. Cleansing and empowering our crystals. So it's giving you at hand some pretty good information. And this is always nice to have at hand. The colors and what you can use it for what spells. Salt, crystals, pentacle. Now it does open up. No, it doesn't. It just has a reverse side. Magical crystals, 9 to choose from there. The sun, the moon phases in magic. Full moon magic, waning, new. Oh, I like this because you don't have to go hunting for a great big book. It seems like you're going to get enough to start with right here. So let's see what the cards look like. Well, that is beyond chunky. That is huge. They're not gilded or anything. And if you didn't have allergies like I do, it might be nice to, repeat this green on the edges. That might be really, really nice. So let's pop it in here. I'm going to adjust the lighting because I don't like that bouncing white light. Now I'm zoomed in there and I couldn't get it all on my stand because the deck is so large. But you can see a little bit of, it's like the tree there, the tree of life. We've got a gorgeous, gorgeous pentacle. I love the borders. Now, we're getting a keyword here on each of the cards, I think. Yeah. So on the back, it's going to talk about, and this is nice because some people follow the Wheel of the Year, and it's starting with Samhain. So it's a Samhain spirit spell. When the veil separating the spirit world from the earth is lifted on the evenings of Samhain, it is traditional to reach out and communicate with any deceased loved ones. So it looks like we're going to get materials, ideas offered, a ritual that we can follow, and we get a little verse here. I raise the veil and call out to you, see my face, hear my voice. This Samhain I summon you and speak with you. This is my choice. I raise the veil and reach to you. Feel my touch, sense my power. This is really nice because some of the verses that come with spells, they don't really jive with me, and you end up rewriting some of them, which you still can, but this one seems gentle. So talk aloud openly to your loved ones. When the candle has burned for about an hour, extinguish it. Then take the bowl of herbs and crystals. I guess that's from up above here. So we're going to be using rosemary, a small dish. I'll put this on here so I'm not jostling it around. A teaspoon of dried vervain, a half a teaspoon of white pepper, 1 bay leaf, and include a photograph of your deceased loved one along with a purple candle. Now I might switch that color of candle around a bit if, you know, their birth month or whatever, you wanted to bring that in. So we're going to be going through the sabbats here. I want to get a better view of this. Now, since there's no images, I think I'll just be able to zoom in and zoom out a little bit so that you can see it all. So we do have a Mabon money spell in there, and that gives you some of the ingredients that they're suggesting. And a lovely verse it looks like at the end. So I'm going to grab them all here. Get it focus. Lamaze comes next, and that's a wishing powder. That's kind of neat. So there's your recipe there for that one. A Litha spell for happiness. A Beltane kinfolk spell. Removing obstacles on Astara. Imbolc, spell for good luck. Yule. Yeah, it does suggest down here you can also create your own spell by writing yourself an ode to Yule. So it is a deck that's just going to be like a springboard, and then we bring our own thing to it. So this is Pets and Nature for gardening. Cleansing to heal the earth. It's nice with the owl there. That's really pretty. To protect and connect with wildlife. Well, that one will interest a lot of people. Small green man ornament, rainforest jasper stone. Put a potted plant of sage, stick of sandalwood, and incense. On a fine day, prepare an altar on an outdoor surface and place the green man ornament in the center of your workspace and rest the jasper stone on top of it. Position the pot of sage next to the green man and light the sandalwood incense. Ask Archangel Ariel, guardian of wildlife, to send love and protection to your garden or local wildlife, and recite the following. There you go there. And how to follow up with the ritual. All right, Pets and Nature still. Stopping bathroom accidents with your pet. Bringing a lost pet home. Healing a sick pet. And communicating with your pet. Well, that'll be fun for some people. Then we have a spirituality section for wisdom, meditation, spirit guides, sleep mask, heighten your instincts, connect with a goddess. So I guess you could pick according to what you want to work on, or shuffle and see what the day brings you. Improving your luck and restore peace. Strengthening your psychic abilities. Okay, so rather than bore you to tears, there's money and career. So how many do we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 is a magic number. And then you have family, so the backs are changing. with each section. Inviting happiness with a house blessing. Always fun to do those. Okay, then we have some family left over from another section there. Okay, so then we get into self-care. And the first one being banishing feelings of loneliness. Oh, that's timely for a lot of people right now. Then we have healing section. Let's just take one at random here and see. Healing after surgery. And another one might be a chicken garlic soup. Oh, nice. Okay, so we've got our healing section. Then we're going to go on to cleanse and purify. I really like the backs. Smudging your space and materials to use. Okay, pick another one here. Cleanse and charge your workspace. Always good to do. Then we go into protection. Onyx protection pocket charm. Okay, then we have love. And that's a gorgeous picture too. Spice up the passion. Okay. Oh, there's a lot more, I think, of the love cards. Seems like that anyway. And finding your true love. Okay, so that is going to be fun. By the time you finished 100 spells in all those categories, you're going to be a mistress of the witches, I would say. It looks like a fabulous deck. And if you look inside, I'm seeing here now, this is inside the box. So you've got some moon cycles there. It's like staring off into the sky and all those little starbursts around the outside. Really, really well thought out. It has a bit of a sheen to it. But definitely to place on your altar and, you know, have it set there that you could just turn it over, find the spell that you want to work with, gather all your tools, you're set. So, happy day, witches out there. This looks like a deck of fun. If you have it, have there been some spells that have worked for you? Have you changed some of the spells? Let me know. This is Craggy Brook Witchery saying, you know, it's spring. Let's have a burst of magic happening in our little witchy areas and take charge and move yourself forward in a positive light. Blessings.